Welcome to the Dr. UUT channel. This video is available in Urdu and the topic is chemical signaling between the cells. And this video is in English. So, how the chemical signaling is done between the cells? There are certain chemicals that are functioning in the body to transfer the signals between the cells. And if there is a cell at a very far distant, one type of chemical is doing action. If it is very near, another type is doing action. And when there is the discussion that how to transfer the signals between the neuronal cells, then we have another type of chemical substance. So they are just hormones, local mediators, and neurotransmitters. Hormones, they transfer the signals from one cell to the target cell, which is quite far away within the body. So I will give you example of the glands, like endocrine glands. They secrete their secretion in the blood. Then that secretion, that chemical substance of the gland known as a hormone, will move in the blood to the target cell. When it reaches there, then it will show its action. And this target cell is quite far away from the cell from which the signal is sent. So between two cells, when they are far from one another, the signal is sent by the chemical substances known as hormones. And what is local mediators? Local mediators, what are they? Local, the word it indicates. Local is just local, means near, here and near here. We have got two cells. From one cell, when another cell is near to it or adjacent to it, means when one cell is having another cell in a little bit distance, means quite near to this, it's another host cell. So then what will happen? The chemical signaling is done from one cell to another cell by certain types of chemicals known as local mediators. Example is very simple, that like histamine, you people might have got that during while there is an injury, you people might have got that there happens some kind of redness, swelling, etc. So that kind of signaling, which is locally done between two adjacent cells, that is done by the local mediators. And we have another type of signaling between two neuronal cells, that is done by the chemical substances known as neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are the functional chemicals involved in transferring or signals from one neuron to another neuron. From the neuron from which it is sending the chemical, that is called as presynaptic neuron, and the neuron that is receiving the signal is known as postsynaptic neuron. Why they are called as presynaptic neuron and postsynaptic neuron? Because between the neurons there is a space known as synapses or synaptic cleft. The neuron that is before this, that is first or prior to this space, is known as presynaptic neuron. Pre means before, and the neuron that is after the synapses is given the name postsynaptic neuron. So the neurotransmitters that are produced in the presynaptic neurons are transferred to the postsynaptic neurons by following mechanism. As the neurotransmitter is produced, it is enclosed in the vesicle, and whenever there is the need to transfer the signal from one neuronal cell to another neuronal cell, what will happen? An action potential is generated, due to which the calcium ions in this presynaptic neuron will increase. When the calcium ion increase in the presynaptic neuron, it will help in the fusion of this vesicle with the membrane of the presynaptic neuron by means of two proteins. The protein present at the vesicle is known as synaptobravin, and the protein present at the membrane is known as syntaxin. These two proteins are connected by means of the calcium ions. Now this calcium ion has got two positive charge. Okay. Now this two positive charge will hold the membrane and the vesicle, and like this the vesicle will fuse with the neuron membrane, that is the presynaptic neuron. This one. Then what will happen? The neurotransmitter present in the vesicle is released into the synapses. And as it is released into the synapses, then it will reach to the postsynaptic membrane of the postsynaptic neuron. And as it combines to this neuronal membrane, will show its action in the postsynaptic neuron. Like that, the signal is transferred or sent from one neuron to another neuron by means of neurotransmitters, which are produced in the vesicles and then are transferred by means of an action potential with the help of calcium ions, and which calcium ions are helping in the fusion of the vesicle. And like that, there will be a release of the neurotransmitter in the synapses. Then that neurotransmitter will bind with the another neuron present here, by it's called, given the name postsynaptic neuron. As it combines with the postsynaptic neuron, then the signal is delivered, and that neuron will show the specific function given by the specific signal. That's it. Chemical signaling between the cells.